centuries before the arrival of European explorers, across a landscape dotted with mountains, lakes, and dense forests, a mighty civilization flourished in the heart of what is now central Mexico. The Aztec civilization, renowned for its architectural wonders, artistic achievements, and intricate social structures, stands as one of the most fascinating societies of the ancient world. Emerging from legends and migrating peoples, the Aztecs, or as they called themselves, the Mexica, built a grand empire defined by both brilliance and brutality, ingenuity and mysticism. The origins of the Aztec people are steeped in legend. Stories passed down through generations recount the journey of the Mexica from their ancestral homeland, Aztlan, a fabled place shrouded in myth, to the shores of Lake Texcoco. Guided by prophecies and visions from their patron deity, Huitzilopochtli, the god of the sun and war, the Mexica people wandered for generations, searching for a sign. An eagle perched atop a cactus, devouring a snake. This vision, said to have finally appeared on a small island in Lake Texcoco, marked the destined site for their great city, Tenochtitlan. Founded around 1325, Tenochtitlan would grow from modest beginnings into one of the world's largest and most impressive cities of its time. Stretched across interconnected canals, bridges, and artificial islands called chinampas, this city became the heart of the Aztec Empire. With a population estimated at over 200,000 people at its height, Tenochtitlan dazzled visitors with its imposing temples, priests conducting sacred rituals, vibrant marketplaces, and artful urban planning that reflected a profound reverence for nature and the cosmos. Aztec society was highly structured, organized around a rigid hierarchy. At the top stood the emperor, or Huitzilopochtli, regarded as the supreme political and religious leader. Nobles, priests, and high-ranking warriors served directly under the emperor, enjoying privileges, wealth, and power. Below them were the commoners, including artisans, traders, and farmers, who formed the backbone of Aztec society. The lowest social ranks included serfs and slaves, some of whom were captives from war or individuals who had fallen into debt. Despite the strict social classes, the Aztec civilization was characterized by a remarkable degree of social mobility, particularly for those who distinguished themselves in warfare. Aztec warriors, famed for their bravery and prowess, could rise through the ranks by capturing enemies in battle, a practice interwoven with religious beliefs and rituals. The religion of the Aztecs was a vibrant tapestry of deities, ceremonies, and myths. Gods and goddesses reigned over every aspect of life and nature, from the earth and sky to the cycles of growth and harvest. Central among these deities was Huitzilopochtli, to whom the Aztecs devoted massive temples and grand festivals. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of wind and learning, represented wisdom and renewal, while Tlaloc controlled rains and agricultural bounty. Ritual and sacrifice shaped Aztec spirituality. The Aztecs believed that the gods had sacrificed themselves to create and sustain the universe, and thus, humans owed a debt to the gods, one repaid through offerings, feasts, music, dance, and, at times, human blood. The most spectacular ceremonies took place at the Templo Mayor, the great temple in the heart of Tenochtitlan, where priests, adorned in elaborate costumes, enacted sacred dramas and supplications to ensure the sun would rise, rain would fall, and crops would grow. Beyond religious rites, the Aztecs demonstrated extraordinary achievements in the arts and sciences. They developed a sophisticated calendar system, blending a 365-day solar cycle with a 260-day ritual calendar, guiding both agricultural activities and religious observances. Writing was accomplished through pictographic codices that chronicled history, genealogy, tribute, and myth. Stone carvers, feather artists, and goldsmiths produced exquisite works that celebrated both the power and the beauty of their world. Aztec daily life was richly textured, filled with festivals, markets, and communal traditions. The bustling marketplace of Tlatelolco, adjacent to Tenochtitlan, drew thousands to trade in cacao, maize, textiles, obsidian, and an endless array of local and exotic goods. Food played a central role. Maize, corn, formed the backbone of the diet, served as tortillas, tamales, or in thick, nourishing drinks. Beans, squash, amaranth, tomatoes, chilies, and cacao beans complemented the Aztec diet, alongside meats such as turkey, dog, and various fish and insects. Education was highly valued in Aztec society. Every child, regardless of class or gender, was required to attend school. Nobles were trained in politics, history, and warfare, while commoners studied crafts, religion, and agricultural techniques. Two main educational institutions existed: the Kalmakak for noble children, and the Telpochkali for commoners, a system unique among contemporaneous civilizations. The Aztec political structure was equally intricate. While the emperor ruled as the supreme authority, a council of nobles, priests, and warriors advised on matters of state and succession. Conquest and diplomacy underscored expansion, as neighboring city-states and regions were drawn into the empire through military might or strategic alliances. The Triple Alliance, an extraordinary pact between Tenochtitlan, Texcoco, and Tlacopan, formed the backbone of imperial rule, creating a formidable force that extended Aztec influence throughout the Valley of Mexico and beyond. Tribute formed the economic lifeblood of the empire. Conquered cities and provinces owed regular payments in goods, slaves, and warriors, which filled the storerooms of Tenochtitlan and supported both the nobility and the ongoing demands of the military and religious institutions. The Aztecs were brilliant engineers, transforming an island in a shallow lake into a thriving metropolis. They built causeways and aqueducts to bring fresh water and permit travel, and devised complex systems of dikes to manage flooding and salinity. Their floating gardens, or chinampas, provided fertile ground for crops, a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of Aztec agricultural practices. Sports and leisure were also integral to Aztec life. The Mesoamerican ballgame, Olamalistli, was played in grand courts, blending athletic skill with ritual significance. Poetry, music, and dance were celebrated, with the Aztecs composing elaborate songs to honor gods or tell tales of love and heroism. For all their achievements, the Aztecs were also fierce warriors. Their armies were meticulously organized, and warfare was an expected rite of passage for noble youth. Military campaigns brought captives who could become either tributes, laborers, or, crucially, offerings in religious ceremonies. Yet the character of Aztec society was a blend of both force and finesse. While their military campaigns instilled fear and commanded respect, the Aztecs were simultaneously a people of remarkable artistic sensibility, intellectual curiosity, and communal devotion. The fall of the Aztec Empire came swiftly and catastrophically with the arrival of Spanish conquistadors, led by Hernán Cortés, in the early 16th century. Though the Spaniards arrived with horses and steel weapons previously unknown to the Aztecs, their true advantage lay in alliances with oppressed subject peoples and the ravages of European diseases such as smallpox. Within 2 years, Tenochtitlan fell. Its magnificent temples were razed, its canals filled, and its people decimated. Yet, the legacy of the Aztecs endures. Their myths, languages, and artistry live on in modern Mexican culture. The emblem of the eagle and the serpent upon a cactus, once a vision promising the site of a city, is now captured on the flag of Mexico. The Nahuatl language persists in local dialects, and the impact of their cuisine, art, and worldviews continues to resonate across the centuries. Scholars and archaeologists continue to uncover the secrets of the Aztec world, piecing together the stories of a people who once ruled the Valley of Mexico with grandeur and ambition. Their ruins, like the Templo Mayor, rise again from the earth, offering glimpses into a civilization marked by both the spectacular and the everyday. To study the Aztecs is to encounter a society of contradictions, one of stunning beauty and violence, rigid authority and remarkable opportunity, religious devotion, and relentless expansion. Theirs is the story of survival against extraordinary odds, of creation shaped by destruction, of a people who built one of history's greatest cities upon the waters of a lake, and who dreamed their dreams in the shadows of their gods. Through surviving chronicles, codices, and ruins, we are able to envision daily life. Bustling markets filled with the scents of maize and spices, silent priests climbing the temple steps before dawn, children reciting lessons, and warriors sharpening obsidian blades as they prepared for battle. The Aztec legacy is woven into the fabric of Mexican identity, a tapestry of memory, innovation, endurance, and transformation. In reflecting upon the Aztec civilization, we are reminded that the greatness of a society is measured not just in its monuments and empires, but in its capacity to inspire awe, provoke inquiry, and endure in the stories that echo down through time. The Aztecs remain, for all their triumphs and tragedies, a testament to the complexity and resilience of human civilization.